How you doing, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to MechWarrior Online with Scout. In today's video, as I record this, it is the day after Thanksgiving, and obviously there are a lot of very real things that I am very thankful for. Being home for Thanksgiving this year, for one, being able to have Thanksgiving dinner with my family, my friends, you all continuing to watch these videos and leave comments and being able to interact with you guys. You know, there's just a lot of things that I'm very, very thankful for. But I'm also thankful for some small things, including some things here in MechWarrior Online, one of which is actually a mistake which has allowed this mech right here, the much maligned and unloved Awesome, to come back to the forefront of the battles here in MechWarrior Online. And I'm actually really thankful for that, and so I thought it would be a good time to do a video covering that one little mistake that has, well, it's been allowed to continue. PGI has decided that for now they're not going to correct it. They're going to collect some more data and see how it goes. And that has allowed the Awesome to become, once again, awesome. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit and show you guys the build for this mech that I'm having so much fun with, and have a little discussion as to whether or not this mistake, this change, is going to stay, because there is some debate, some talk about reverting it back. So for those of you unfamiliar, 2 patches ago, PGI introduced a change. You guys are all familiar with Ghost Heat, the concept that is supposed to limit the boating of weapons. And basically it says if you fire X number of the same amount of weapon at the same time, then in addition to the heat that those weapons generate, you'll be penalized by what's called Ghost Heat. Normally it's enough to shut you down almost instantaneously. And PGI had set the Ghost Heat limit for PPCs of any type to 2, and obviously that has had a big impact on mechs like the Masakari and the Awesome that carry just by design 3 and 4 PPCs in the case of the Masakari. In addition, as we all know, the Awesome here, which you can see in its Merrick Militia paint scheme, looks pretty nice, I think. I did this out of a Davian paint scheme. Modified the color channels. It wasn't popular to begin with. You can see it's big, it's bulky, it's easy to hit, it's difficult to shield effectively because your torsos are so big. But what made the Awesome awesome was its ability to fire PPCs like no other mech could, and the Ghost Heat penalty kind of broke that. PPCs were hot anyway, and then Ghost Heat just made it completely impossible to effectively work 3 PPCs. Well, 2 patches ago, PGI introduced a change, and they allowed certain mechs to get an increase on the number of PPCs they could fire without incurring the Ghost Heat penalty. And the Awesome is one of those. Now, this is the Awesome 8Q here specifically that we're talking about, which is the 3025 variant, which carried PPCs. So the way they worded it was a heat scale limit, HSL limit, for PPCs increased by 1. Well, the coding for that made it apply to all PPCs, not just Inner Sphere level 1 PPCs, which meant you could carry 3 ER PPCs, or in this case, as we'll see in the Mech Lab, I'm actually carrying 3 heavy PPCs. And what that does, along with the heat sink changes in the introduction to light engines, right, is you can now carry 3 heavy PPCs in an Awesome 8Q and enough heat sinks to actually fire them 2, maybe even 3 times with a little bit of delay and not instantly shut yourself down. And because armor has been doubled in most cases, sometimes even more, in MechWarrior Online, 3 PPCs is not really relevant. You don't do enough damage with a 30-point Alpha Strike to really be relevant. But this gives you a 45-point Alpha Strike all the way out to 600 and some meters. And it has made the Awesome, once again, the Awesome. It is a mech that you legitimately need to be cautious of on the battlefield, because if you're foolish enough to walk into the open, away from cover, and this thing is looking at you, you're going to get punished, and you're going to get punished pretty hard, which is what the Awesome was all about. So you can see the build here. Honestly, I'm not going to go into the skill tree. The skill tree is pretty simple. Max out heat containment and cool run, max out all the heat generation that you can, and then pick up some survivability and go to town. And I got to tell you, this is a fun mech to play. It plays exactly like an Awesome should play. And I really think that it's not game breaking at all, because if you miss, you're going to get punished for it. It is a lot of heat to miss, as you're going to see in one of the games. If people get close to you, You have a 90-meter minimum range. If they get up under you, you've got nothing but 3 ER mediums to try and defend yourself with. But if you can position yourself properly on the battlefield, the awesome is finally awesome again. So let's take a look at some gameplay. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, and then we'll discuss at the end of the video the future of the awesome, which is currently in question. So let's get down to the gameplay.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Alright guys, we are finally doing it. We are finally playing an awesome that I think is going to pan out like an awesome. So before we get into it, I guess we should talk a little bit about the history of awesome and why I think this is such a big thing for MechWarrior Online, because the awesome has never, I don't think, ever been as strong as it should be. Because if you look back at the history, right, the awesome was first built in 2665 by Technocron Manufacturing Conglomerate under a license from the Star League. And the awesome very quickly became the staple, this center around which regimental assault lancers were built. Awesomes were always sent to where the fighting was heaviest, and it was, bar none, one of the most feared vehicles on the battlefield of the Secession Wars. And that's because it was able to cripple or destroy mechs in a single salvo all the way out to 540 meters in a way that no other mech could, because it had 3 PPCs. That 30 points of damage in Secession Wars was crippling. And more importantly, the awesome had 28 single heat sinks. It could do that all day long. It could fire 3, then go down to 2, dissipate every bit of heat that it had built, and then 3, 2. It could just keep it going all day long. And on top of that, the awesome carried 15 tons of armor, guys. 15 tons of armor. There was no other mech anywhere near it that carried that much armor. Even the Battlemaster only carried 14.5 tons of armor. So on top of all that firepower, it had endurance like you couldn't believe, and armor like you couldn't believe. And it was just an amazing, amazing mech. It had serious drawbacks. It was slow, it was ponderous, it was clunky, and it was big. Sound familiar? Right? The same things we're dealing with here in MechWarrior Online. But in its environment, put in the right place, piloted by the right people, and with the right support, let's just go with the quote straight out of the 3025 TRO. The only defense against an awesome is another awesome. That's how dominant this thing was. And did that guy just run off the cliff? I'm not doing that. I'm going to stay up here, try to put my PPCs to work. So we've had this mech for a long time that has this great history, that is this devastating machine. It must have went down. And it's never been that way in MechWarrior Online. It's really never been what it should have been. So I was kind of sad when I read on the forums that the heavy PPC heat scale limit for the awesome was a mistake. I really hope they keep it. Now, I'll grant you, it's probably not the awesome 8Q that should have that. That should probably be the awesome 9M, the most modern of the awesomes. But then again, you want the awesome 9M to be an ER PPC machine. So maybe the awesome 8Q is the right choice for this. Hello. Oh, he stopped. Damn it. That was a lot of heat for nothing.
Target spotted.
Take that. That is an unhappy archer right there. Yep, back to cover. Just fire one. This Masakari is just going to insist on taking my spot. Oh, hello, Atlas. Ooh, right in the back. Not gonna be able to get him. Maybe the roughneck here. Dude, Masakari, you have the entire map, so you have to stand right on top of me. We're gonna do a heat flush. Still hot. Gonna have to single fire. These guys. Oh, I thought I waited long enough. I did not. Come on, baby. We're gonna have to single fire for a little bit while we cool off. Where'd that Atlas? There he is. Take that. And that. And that. And they'll back up. Ow, ow, ow. Those guys out there underneath that little bridge thing. I don't know what's wrong with the game. I'm apparently getting some
New
champions
target
without
acquired.
paint and some with. I don't know why it does that. I've done the repair tool, but it didn't fix it. Dude, Masakar, if you will give me a little room, man. I was here first. Poke that out again. Come on. Nah, I'm not going to be able to get that bushwhacker. There he is.
New target acquired.
Take that. Ow. What was that? Oh,
New
who is
target
this?
acquired.
Look out, champion. We gotta try to turn around without, ow, getting drilled in the back. Give him the right side.
Target spotted.
We gotta go over here and help this champion out. Cyclops, he's pretty beat up though. Alright, so this is where we're gonna have to be really careful. It's right now 150 meters to that block. That's only gonna get closer. We gotta make sure we don't allow this guy to get under 90 or we're gonna have real problems. Ow. Oh, he's backing up. You have made an error, sir. You should have went forward. And one more. Oh.
Heat level critical.
Oh well. I probably should have went with the ER mediums there, but I was trying not to build up too much heat. I thought I would pump him with one more and get the kill. How did that miss? There we go.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
There's that dire wolf we were
New target
working.
acquired.
No, that's the dire wolf we were working. There's two of them out there. Let's see if we can help this Cauldron Born out. Take that. It was just a little bit off there. It went to his right torso. There's somebody else behind us.
New target acquired.
What are you? Take that, Mr. Bushwhacker. We just took off his torso, I think.
New target
Oh, no.
acquired.
Don't face hug him. There you go. We gotta back up, back up, back up, back up. We gotta get the 90. And get out of the way. Alright, they got it.
New target acquired.
Nope. No, he's not coming over. Go back to this dire wolf here. Nah, just a little bit off again. We opened up his left torso.
Target spotted.
Target
What do we got
acquired.
now? Cauldron Born.
Target
Oh, I did get the kill. We did get the kill.
destroyed. Target
And what's
acquired.
left?
Target spotted.
An archer way out there. I don't know if we're gonna get that guy. So yeah, I was trying to do the history of the Awesome and I got all tied up, but what I was trying to get at for you guys, the Awesome really has a very storied history of being this thing that in the right position with the right support, it was just devastating, right? Its drawbacks were exactly the drawbacks that we have in MechWar Online.
Target
It's relatively
destroyed.
slow, and it's just a big profile machine. But it's never played that way in this game, and I think now, this build, like, that felt like I was piloting an Awesome. It is the first time in MechWar Online that I've actually felt like I was piloting an Awesome. And yeah, you're going to have to torso twist, you're going to have to shield, you're going to have to move back and forth, you're going to have to be cognizant of where you are. Several times you saw people get under 90 and we were reduced to 3 ER mediums. But if you keep yourself in the right position and you aim carefully, this thing is devastating, and that is what an Awesome should be. Going back to the fluff, there are lots of modifications of the Awesome. I've maintained that this mech was all over the successor states, right? Everybody's got some. I think the Free Worlds League probably had more. Because if you look at the mods are all about removing the PPCs and replacing weapon systems, and why would you do that unless you couldn't replace the PPCs? And there's only one successor state that couldn't do that. That was the Free Worlds League. But yeah, that's my theory on it, and that is a pretty solid game. 2 kills, 6 assists, 1 solo kill. 2 kills, most damage dealt, 687 points of damage. Yeah, I am really happy. And you see, it's not overwhelming. I didn't win the game by myself, but it performs the way a powerful assault mech should. So let's boot it up, try it again, and see what we can do.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Right.
Fleet command coming in. Capture the target area and engage any hostiles.
Uh-huh. Domination on Canyon Network. So, I think what we want to do is get up to the center and dominate that. Now, we have to be a little careful because in order to make this build work in an Awesome, we had to put the heavy PPCs in the torsos so we have enough space to carry the double heat sinks. And that's going to be a little tricky
Target spotted.
because we can't aim down the way we could if they were arm mounted. So we want high ground, but it can't be too high. That's what I wanted. High.
Target acquired.
Thought somebody might stick their head up and we can get a free shot in. Well, it wasn't free, but I think he came out on the worst end of that. So we'll get around here. Link up with our friends over here.
Online.
The enemy
We want to stay high
destroyed Alpha.
if we can. What? Why would they destroy Alpha? It's silly.
Affirmative.
And here's where we want to be. Take that. That's that same Warhawk I think we drilled before.
Incoming missile.
Ow. I ate those LRMs to try and get that last shot in. I think it was worth it because we opened up his torso. Thanks for shooting me in the back, Jackleg.
New target
There's another
acquired.
assault. Oh, right over that executioner's head. Ugh. Gotta make your shots count. Gotta do better than that. That Warhawk's still hurting though, so I don't feel too bad. Now, I think they're gonna go to our left and try to come up there, so...
New target acquired.
Ooh! That is an unhappy mislinks right there. We hit his arm though, unfortunately, I think. Now see, I want to get up here, but I gotta be careful because it's gonna be difficult to aim down. Make sure that guy's not pushing knives. Well, he's right there, but I think he's gonna try to... Oh!
New target
Oh!
acquired.
Ah! Missed. That was a terrible miss. It's 2 now. And... Oh, under 90. I just pulled the trigger on reflex. We're gonna have to shoot a lot better than this. And that's what I was talking about right there. I can't get the PVCs down far enough. Oh, I missed, for the love of Pete. Should I shoot this guy? We didn't get him with all 3, but the 2 on the right side hit him. Yep, stand still out there. There you go. And I think that rock blocked the 2 mediums from the right arm. Come on, stand still. He is hurting.
Incoming missile.
I was trying to get him with the right side and then back out from the LRMs. I don't think I quite made it though. And there. Oh, somebody got the kill right when I fired. That sucks. Here we go. Hello.
Warning.
I didn't know exactly where the Massacre was at. I thought he might have been under 90. That's why I didn't take the shot at him.
Acquired.
Nope, we got him. Should have shot him. He'd have been dead now. Oh my god, how did that not kill him?
Target
Oh,
destroyed.
that's how.
New
It damn near
target
did.
acquired.
Take that, dragon.
Heat level critical.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to eat this. Alright, we came out better than I thought we would.
Heat level critical.
Oh my god, how did that urban mech take that?
Artillery strike online.
There's the assault down there. Who's that?
New target acquired.
Executioner, I think it was. I think that's the executioner. Once again, though, we're not going to be able to fire. Like, I can't get down. So I think, yeah, let's go left. I think he's going to go around those 2, but the rest of their team. So what we need to do is go left, yeah, and try to finish these guys before they come up and around in our backs. Support the Stalker here. He's trying to hold these guys off by himself. This is going to suck, but it needs to be done. We don't want them coming up the ramp. We want to hold them here.
Heat level critical.
Oh, I should back up.
Heat level
Oh, damn it. I should have fired one. I hit the wrong button.
incoming missile.
Oh, come on. Where's the rest of my team? Come on, guys. There we go.
Warning. Incoming
They're focusing
missile.
me, though. I got to get out.
Left torso critical damage.
Try to shield with my big ol'
Center
arm.
torso critical damage.
Hit that Thanatos.
Right torso critical damage.
Ah.
Heat sink destroyed.
I was trying to get one in there. Hit that Executioner. Got to cool off just a little bit. Alright, now we can go back to full salvos. Just a little bit off there. I hit his right side, but that's where his big gun is. Gotta finish these guys off quickly. It's a close game. 8-7. Nice kill by the Timberwolf there. Where'd that executioner go? Depending on what he did to it, he can jump. Oh my god, I missed that shot. That was important. That would have been right in his back. Probably would have taken him down if I'd have hit it. Now, where are they going to come from? Probably the right side here. Yep. That one didn't miss. Oh, I'm losing my weapons. Oh, this is bad. Too close. Ow, please die, Irby. I know you got to be hurt. How is he not more hurt than that? Oh my god. Oh, thank god we got him. We only got half our mech left. Can we get this guy? Nope. Not enough. Not enough. Still, that's a pretty good game. That was a close game. It's 10-10. Come on, guys. No, our stalker went down. Oh, and this poor Timberwolf's only got 2 medium pulse lasers left. He's getting LRN from somewhere. Get under the arch. Get under the arch. Yeah. Now stop right there.
Warning, incoming missile.
Just be careful. Don't let that guy. No, don't get out from under the arch. Don't get out from under the arch. He's spotting you for LRMs.
Warning, incoming missile.
Ow. Oh well. That was a good game. 10-12. That was a real good game. You can't win them all, you know. I'm pretty happy with my play. I goofed. I fluffed a couple of shots there that I think probably had a big impact in the game. It's unfortunate I didn't kill that executioner when I had that shot in the back. But as you can see, it's a strong mech, but it does have some very big drawbacks, and you have to make your shots count. But all around, this is a good game. I enjoyed it, and I'm really happy with the awesome and how it plays. The stories of it being now overpowered, I think, are grossly exaggerated. So there you go, guys. 2 games in the now awesome 8Q. And I really think that this is a great mech. It is not overpowered. As you can see, it's only overpowered when people are foolish enough to stand in front of it. A lot like, say, a Fafnir. If you stand in front of it in the range that it was built to fight at, you're going to get punished. This thing is the same way. And as you saw, when the Urban Mech got bold and jumped on top of us and got under the minimums, he very nearly killed us, because we only had 3R mediums to fight with. Again, it's offset also by just the shape of the awesome. Don't get me wrong, I think it looks great. It's a beautiful mech, but just it is what it is. It's a big, bulky, huge, honking assault mech, you know? And I think that's perfectly fine. But the question is, how long is this going to last? Because as I said, this is flat out a mistake. PGI has said that they never intended this to be the case. They never intended the awesome to be able to fire 3 heavy PPCs like this. But there was some feedback given, and in the most recent patch, they decided to go ahead and retain this change to gather more data to see whether or not this is really game-breaking or something that they might want to keep. And that's what I'm very thankful for. I'm glad that they didn't just throw it out, you know, instantly. They've decided to go ahead and do some research and see whether or not this is worth keeping for the awesome. And I really hope that they decide to keep this, because I really think this is important. It makes the awesome feel the way it should. You know, it's a mech that you previously never saw, and now you see it again. But let's be honest, you don't see hundreds of awesomes running around anymore. It's not like every game you have 5 awesomes in it, right? It's not that good. It just allows you in a quick play environment to have fun with a mech that normally you never would play. And to pretend that there's not serious drawbacks to this is really kind of silly. I've seen people complain that, oh my god, it's a 45-point pinpoint alpha at 600 meters. I'll get destroyed before I ever get there in my Fafnir. Well, what are you doing walking across the open in an awesome? Or in a Fafnir, in front of an awesome? Show me the map where there's 600 meters of uninterrupted sightline for the awesome to work you like that. It doesn't happen. So I really think that this is a balance change that brings back a mech that we haven't seen in ages. And if you want it to stay, then I encourage you, go down to the patch feedback in the forums for this. this most recent patch, and I started a thread there, and I just said, hey, please consider keeping this. Thank you for looking at the data, and I hope this is something that we can keep in MechWarrior Online. And leave some feedback, let them know, because I guarantee you, if you don't speak up, this will disappear, and the awesome will once again get consigned to the mechs that used to be fun and never played again, because there are a lot of people in their Fafners and their dual Gauss mechs that do not want to get shot by a slightly smaller alpha at 600 meters because they want to play Brawl Warrior Online. So if you're excited for this, if you like to play the awesome and you want the awesome to feel the way an awesome was designed to feel, by all means go down to the forums, leave some feedback, and let the devs know, because they're gathering data on this right now. And again, this is something that may not stay. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.